buying a cart and smoking a cart. Twitch, don't ban me again. Or I got my other account banned. Okay, I'll call it Jamaican D. So, it was a Friday. And, my friend posted on his story. Let's just call him Sheila. Yeah, it's a good guy name. Now let's call him John. Okay. John was a... How do I put this without getting canceled? Hold on, I'm turning down my game volume so you can hear me. Audio. So he was into all that stuff, you know, all that goody. And so we were hanging out. So he posted on a Snap story selling a shopping cart, you know, for $45. And I was like, every time I, you know, used those grass scented candles that he had, they were all fake. Oh no. And I said, oh, I thought it was just gonna be like a e-cig, but it wasn't. It was actual. This is the first time I got and used grass scented candles, and it actually gave me that feeling. So after school, so I planned a whole thing out. I literally got a chalkboard and hid it under my bed, like the plans. So it was like January this year, and I had Christmas, so. And from one of my Christmas presents, I got 2 Juice WRLD hoodies. And my friend, let's just call him Eric. He loved Juice WRLD. He had every single album, listened to all the unreleased stuff. So I said, hey, I walked into school the first day and he was like, oh my god, dude, I'll buy that from you. And I was like, hey, how much? Any price. I was like, $25. Or like $30. And so we did our so he came into school tomorrow with the money. And I had another one too. So yeah, we were always called the Juice Brothers. And so hold on, I'm trying to remember how. I got bad memory. And so I had $25 and I had like $5 in my wallet. So what happened is I said, "Ayo, we lowered it down to like how much is a half a grass scented candle?" He was like, "I'll lower it down to like 45, which a full one was like 50. So if I just could have raised $5 more, I mean, nah, I shouldn't have." And so what I did is I asked my grandpa for money to pay off my Mile Monday, because in my school we got to do Mile Monday, where we run a mile around the track. I don't like it. So, ow, let me see. Oh my god, lag. Okay, so I said, hey, it's like $5, and I said I also need to pay off my ID debt, because you need to pay if you don't. You need a temporary if you don't bring in your ID, which that was an obvious lie. I did have my actual ID. So what happened was, oh no. I got the money, and I had the exact amount. So, on Friday, after school, I hit him up and say, hey, let's meet by the bayou, which is a bayou near my house. And like, so we meet up with my other friend, let's call him Terry. And so, I buy it from him. The grass scented candle. You know, and he had the battery with him. And so, we hit it, and I was like, I felt nothing at first. And yeah, after like a few hours go by, I still feel nothing. So I was like, probably fake. And I was like, still, I'm just gonna do it in the restroom. Because I didn't have the battery. He didn't give it to me. He said 50 with the battery. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, I gotta hotwire it. So I broke a wire. Just hotwired it. And just started doing it. I remember I was in the bathroom and I looked up. I started feeling weird and I was like, I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, I searched up. So there's this like this image showing like high eyes, weird cocaine eyes, beer eyes, all that. I looked that up and I was like, oh my god, I'm tripping. And my friend Terry and what I call him? Oh, John. He and were sleeping over at Jerry's house, and I was like, I hit up John, and I was like, hey, oh man, it's hitting me. I was like, my brother was having a sleepover with his friend, so I was like, I'm gonna go to my friend's house, have a sleepover there. So I walk in there and I said, hey yo guys, I'm going to my friend's house to spend the night. Do not go in my room. And they didn't listen at all. Kept playing like Fortnite or something. And I was like, hey yo mom, can I have a sleepover at Terry's? She was like, yeah. So I go over there. It's a long story too. Explaining in detail. I go over there. I booked it. Cause I thought I saw something. And I was like, oh god. As soon as I got there, my friend was like, bro, you cannot look at my mom. You are out of it. My eyes were redder than this netherrack. And so, I'm tired. I'm forgetting stuff because I'm tired. Oh, and I want to play the game. Okay, so then what happened was, he had, my, you know what, don't ban me a Twitch, but e-cigarette. Yeah, just vape. I'll call it that, yeah. You know, water vaporizer, I'll call it that. I'm a little devil, you know. Okay. So what happened was, I just hit that throughout the night. He was like, I was like, it was like, okay, it was like a body one. So sativa. Dude, it felt like I was out of reality, and I just pass out, right on like the floor. Like my head was on like his dirty clothes, and I was like, bro, I really don't care. I'm tired. So I'm out for like a straight hour. They're still up, playing on his PC, and I'm like, hey yo man, what's good? I still felt it, and I was like, oh god. So we went out to the kitchen, or yeah, downstairs to get a snack. And when I went straight out his door, I felt like I started gagging. I was like, hey yo, I didn't eat anything. I was like, oh god, it's coming. I ran straight to the bathroom. It's like right across, or right next to his door. Straight to it. I couldn't shut the door in time, and there's two little kids looking at me. I was like, over the toilet seat. My head was on it. I almost passed out on it. Dude, I can't you know what? I'm basically looking at it right now in the game. It looked like that. It looks like marinara sauce you put on pasta. I probably just ruined pasta for you guys. So what happened was, he was like, oh god, dude. And he just shut the door for me. I was like, he's a good friend. I hardly hang out with him anymore. Helped me through this first time. And I was like, oh, yo, is this what dying feels like, dude? I was tripped, paranoid. Then after that, I just laid back down in my room. Or in his room. I'm stuttering. I'm tired. And so when I get back to his room, I just pass out again. And I'll wake up in the morning. I was like, hey, oh, good morning, man. And it ended. So then, this is just halfway mark. So we had a plan to go to the mall and you know, take some grass scented candles. And so we started walking back to my house, and I go behind a mailbox and use the grass scented candle, glass bottle, and I'll call it that, the shopping cart. And so when we get back to my house, I'm paranoid again. My dad was like, my brother came out into the living room and said, hey, I heard, oh, hey, Griffin. And I was like, hey. And it was like, me and DJ heard someone walk in the middle of the house at night. I was like, hey, that was not me. I was at my friend's house. And my dad was like, okay. I was in my room. I had to clean up the kitchen stuff. Man. I was like, hey, yo, Dad, after I finish this, can I go to the mall with them? And he was like, yeah. Just finish this stuff first. And I was like, okay. And I got a little too paranoid. They went out to go fish. And so, hold on, Mitchie. And so I had to clean up the kitchen and living room. And my dad's like, so you walked in the middle of the house that night? I was like, no. Because I was like, bro, why would I do that? I started a little tweaking out a little. And my dad's like, sit down on the couch real quick. And yeah, I sat down, knees up at my chin. I was like, so, you want something? I was like, no. He was like, I could tell. Don't lie. He was like, shit. Well, I'm dead. And so, I told truth, all that. He was like, okay. My mom was in the living room too. So, he's like, okay, get your PlayStation, phone, everything from your room. I was like, okay. He sat me down in my room. My mom was there. I was like, he gave me all that, how I shouldn't do it. I was like, yeah, Dad, I'm a disappointment. I'm sorry. He was like, you're not. I'm not mad. I'm just very disappointed. And so, yeah, we just set off to my house, or where they were fishing, at the bayou, near my house. And so, we set off. Me and my dad drive there. And I was like, hey, let me call, because my dad wanted to talk with them and tell them all about that. So, he did all that. He was like, hey, yo, guys, this could have been filled with black tar heroin. That could have killed you guys. And I was like, yeah, that's true. And like, my friend had it on him, the glass center, bottle. And he just gave it to my dad. He threw that away. He was like, how much did y'all think y'all sexually abuse this thing? I was like, oh no, that was not me. I told him like what happened that last night. He was like, just don't do it again. I'm not mad. You're grounded for like 2 months. No, I wasn't. I was like grounded for like 1.5 weeks. Cause I was like, hey yo, Dad, can I play on my PlayStation this weekend? He's like, yeah. Man. So yeah, he threw away the grass scented little bottle, capsule. And yeah, I got ungrounded. Well, I could tell the other time I did it again. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I couldn't hang out with them two anymore. So yeah, that's the end of this this part. So, second time I did it, I was hanging out with him, my friend. What do I call him? Tyler. I was hanging out with him when I wasn't supposed to. And he was like, hey yo, let's go in the woods with, what's his name? John. And I was like, alright, fine. So we did. We meet up with him. He bought some grass scented candles, but this time it was tightly rolled in a paper. And so we set off to do our thing. My pickaxe is literally gone. Okay. So what we did is I did it. we go in the forest or a little campsite, because there's a campsite near in the bayou. And so what we do is we do our thing, and yeah. So on, like 10 minutes later, we're here. His brother and his sister, Tyler's sister, no, John's sister, and my crush at the time. She was hot as fuck. And we start. Why am I not getting XP? Is this just lag? No. And so we go off that, and we just quickly, do it. I was like, hey, oh man, I'm not gonna, do it. I was like, hey, yo, just give me like cockroach part. He's like, okay, fine. I took a little too many, and I got a little too out of it. Escaped from reality. We'll call it that. And so I was tweaking out. I tried to make myself throw up, because when I threw up that last one, it ended immediately. So I tried to make myself throw up. It worked for like a few seconds. So we go back to his house, Tyler's house. Just chill there for a while. I saw my friend. And like one of my friends I have not seen in a while. There were two girls that they did the grass scented candles as well. And so we passed them. They were talking to a lady who broke my mom's leg. I should jump her for that. And so we just ride past them, and they noticed that we were out of it. And I was like, oh my gosh, guys, really? They were like, and so we go back to his house. I try to make myself throw up. It hardly works. It goes away for like a minute. And like, he has to go. John has to go home, and Tyler has to stay in now. So I have to go home, and I was like, oh god, dude. So I texted my mom. I was like, hey, yo, mom, I ate like tacos today at school, and I took a laxative this morning because I haven't pooped in a week, and I just hid in the bathroom for like around an hour. Then I took a shower, and she was like, Griffin, take off your hood. I was like, okay. I had Cheez-Its in there and water because I had severe slave mouse. Oh, dude, I'm getting canceled again. Okay. She was like, oh my gosh. Griffin? Really? I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, your father's gonna be hearing about this. I was like, hey, oh, please don't tell him. I'll do anything. I just want my phone. That was like, no, you're getting that taken away. I was like, fuck, man. I tell her everything. I had to snitch. I'm no snitch. I just had to. She forced me. She said, I won't make him take your phone if you do it. I was like, oh, with him. Man, I wanted at least my phone to not be bored for another month. And it wasn't even a month, it was like 2 weeks. And so, yeah, my dad didn't even talk to me at all. I passed out after what she told me. And like, sorry, I'm itchy. And so, burping. Oh god. And so we just do our thing. My dad didn't even talk to me at all for like a whole few days. I'm out of gold. And yeah, didn't talk to me for like 2 days straight. Sad, I know. Very sad. And so, after that, he said, really? Oh, man, you know what? It's fine, just don't do it again. I haven't done it since. Then wait, no. And yeah, I just didn't do it again. So, moral of the story is, do not do grass-scented candles. Please. No, I'm being serious. Let me just, real quick. Don't do it. I mean it. Don't. Okay? Just please don't. And yeah. That's how I got caught doing grass